I'm
going to take some money out of the ATM machine after this.
No, that's just pure stupidity.
And here we go. You know, cheers to the 15-Minute Morning Show podcast.
Cheers! Yeah, cheers to that.
And as usual, I'm the only one drinking. So here we go. There's Scary, and there's Danielle, and I see Gandhi, and Nate, and Scotty B, and there's Garrett, and me, I guess, and whoever drops by. I mean, it's always open for guests. Who's walking around out in the big studios? Anyone?
Fritz was walking around a second ago.
All right, Fritz, one of the engineering team members. Of course, Fritz. Deanna is on the camera. Hi, Deanna Banana. I miss you. All right, so where do we start? How do we start today's 15-Minute Morning Show podcast? Any ideas? Okay, dad jokes. Here we go.
Oh, boy. I saw a good one, but I don't know if I can say it.
I think you can.
Okay.
Of course, it's easy for me to say because you're going to say it.
Okay. Why did 6 stay away from 7?
Why?
Why?
I mean, you guys have always heard this, right? Because
Right.
7, 8, 9.
7, 8, 9.
No. Because 7 was a sex offender.
Okay.
That's hilarious.
So 6 was very smart.
But I mean, you could have said anything there.
I know. I saw that one, and it made me laugh. So.
Yeah.
But what else could you say? I mean, I
7
think
was a murderer. I mean, it could have been anything.
that's not as funny.
Why are you ruining it? Why are you?
I'm not. It just doesn't have to be a sex
poo-pooing?
offender.
I know, but we stand next to a murderer every day.
By the way, Scotty's
But
oddly
if
defending
Nate- if-
sex offenders.
No,
I know.
You know, maybe
If
Nate would
was
be
a
the
sex
sex offender.
If
That's 2 holes.
Nate was a sex offender, we wouldn't hang out with him. So there
by,
you go.
By the way, that joke would not be funny if well, you call Scary a sex offender sometimes.
What?
No, you say,
no.
no, not a sex offender, but you say he has a white van. Implying,
Soundproof.
Yeah, soundproof van.
There was a time in my life where I liked to date younger women. I still do.
Oh,
She's
you
younger than
don't
me.
say that.
You're not helping.
Underage. There's a
But you're
difference.
not
You didn't
helping
have
yourself.
to. You didn't have to say anything.
Don't help yourself.
Remember when you were going to go to the bar with Greg T's daughter?
No.
Oh my God! What?
That was yesterday.
Scary. Tell me no.
No. I just said that when Caden, Froggy's son, turns 21, I'm going to take him to Kiki on the River. That's all. That's all I said. I said it's awkward for me to hang out with
So now
someone
you're into
else's daughter.
21-year-old boys?
Oh, my God.
Elvis, he's not 21 yet.
He's 20.
I know, my God, but Scary's preparing and planning. He's grooming.
A lot of us have dated younger. Elvis, you married younger. You did, right?
I didn't. He was way over 21 years old. But I will take my Kermit the Frog T-sip.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Are you trying to bring me into your assholio life? What are you talking about?
It's just
Well,
something-
Scott, about Elvis, you married younger.
People associate white vans with underage. I never ever dated underage.
No, I just.
So you had a
associate
white
with
van, though?
Kidnap.
No, he had a blue van. It was a blue van.
Elvis, can we talk about this tomorrow on the show? Do you own a white van and you get shit for it?
With no windows.
A white van. Soundproof.
Yeah.
With shag carpeting.
Like my friend Dustin, he had a white van because he did events and stuff, and he would
Right.
take it and pick dates up.
Oh.
And they would see this white van roll up, and they're like, no fucking way. So he would have to borrow our cars. He goes, hey, man, can I borrow your car? I've got a date. So then I'm left driving the white van for the day.
The Econo line? That's
The
a very
Econo
that's a very
line,
famous
no
one.
windows, because he did events and shit, but that was his car.
Yes, he did. All right, well, there's the white van conversation. Following a nice dad joke. I'm just keeping score of the show. What else?
Well, when I was a kid, we got a memo from the school about the man in the black van, so I'm not sure if the colors changed over the years.
I thought it was always white.
Yeah, I remember getting the memo from school.
How did you get a memo when you were in school?
I was in elementary school. The memos went home to the house.
Okay,
Oh.
boomer.
So you
And there was a
took
guy
it?
There was
in a black
yes,
van?
there was a man in a black van we were all supposed to look out for because he tried to snatch a kid.
Oh, God. See, that's
Snatch.
scary. This is why I can't be a parent. Yes, he said the word snatch.
Grab.
Scary.
Kidnap.
Kidnap, abduct.
Better.
Oh.
Abduct. Yeah, better.
Snatch is totally acceptable. You can let's all say the word snatch.
Snatch. Harry.
There you You see, that's what fucks it up. You can't say hair. And that's not right. No one meant that. No, you make us look like a bunch of... You know what Scotty looks like? And it's very appropriate. That room, I figured it out. That room Scotty's in right now, he looks like he's in a police interrogation room. And after today's show, I think he should be, probably.
But my favorite is
like he yells at us for saying like that he's not a weirdo, that he's not inappropriate, and then he comes out with shit like that.
But you all were thinking it. That's why we had to normalize it.
No, but Scotty does this. No, he railroads us every single 15-minute morning show podcast. Like yesterday, he started the podcast, and his first words out of his mouth was like the word diarrhea.
We had to start over yesterday. We started the podcast.
Oh, you did?
Yes.
Oh, I missed this. Tell me the story,
His
Danielle.
whole thing was about...
I had a question.
No, you right away were talking about splatter diarrhea.
Danielle, why did you have to restart the podcast yesterday?
Because we started the podcast, and then it comes out of his mouth that we didn't know what to talk about. So he goes, I got a question. And it was about splatter diarrhea.
Oh, God.
And it was so disgusting. And I said, Elvis is not going to like this.
From his dog, by the way.
This is disgusting. We need to start over. So we started over.
Credit to Danielle for being.
Well, Elvis, you can answer the question because you're a dog owner.
Why are you doing this?
What?
I vote that we have Scotty submit all of his ideas to us in writing.
Okay.
Do not voice them.
Look, you have to admit, Scotty does say some very, very fun and entertaining things.
Of course.
Very much
But
so.
keep in mind, if you're going to allow him to say whatever comes out of his mouth, then you're going to get a couple of duds.
I don't think that should have been restarted yesterday. My question should have been answered.
Well, you could have phrased it differently.
was
You
just
could have just said, like...
How did he phrase it?
Okay, so the way he phrased it was, to the dog owners, if your dog has really liquidy, splattery diarrhea and sprays it everywhere, do you fake pick it up or what do you do? But you could have just said if your dog has to go to the bathroom and kind of makes a mess that you couldn't grab with a chunk.
What kind of mess? Maybe it was vomit.
But if it's vomit or diarrhea, it's like the same consistency, isn't it?
Okay.
I got no problem picking
Who
up
cares?
vomit. Vomit's much better. I don't
But you
mind.
see why we had to start over? Because no one wants to hear this stuff.
Well, you know what's sad? People do want to hear it. That's what's scaring me. But doesn't mean we have to give it to them.
No.
It doesn't mean we have to play into their nasty, gnarly hands.
The more I look at Scotty, it looks like he's been arrested and detained, and he's waiting for his lawyer.
I'm serious. He's in an interrogation room.
Can I get something from my daughter wanted to make me a serial killer's flag for the wall. Like, can I get something, or am I not allowed to?
We need to have that approved. We really do, though. I'm not kidding.
When he is freaking out in that room, there's a bit of like an asylum vibe to it too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, there's asylum. There's some rubber walls. I feel like you keep telling us, well, I'm not going to answer that. I'm waiting for my attorney to show up.
Wait, and you know what's funny? Elvis, watch. Follow along. So there's a window in front of Scotty, so it's like we're at SVU and we're on the other side of the glass, like watching, interrogating him, going...
Let's get the
Right.
rubber hose.
Who's going in there to get him right now?
Well, you know what we ought to do? You ought to do the lines on the back wall that show how tall he is, so we can do a lineup.
I'll go steal it from the 7-Eleven later.
Like at the
We need
bank?
a whole wall. Yeah. Scotty, yours too much.
We can
All
have a
right, what else you
lineup.
want to talk
Like
about?
we should get 5 idiots in here, and it'll look like a lineup. That's exactly what it looks like.
Well, we have an overabundance of those, so it shouldn't take too long to get that started.
You know what I saw a lot of, speaking of Scotty B, or as a lot of texters called him today, Hottie B. When I said I was attractive, which I am, I admit it, but a lot of people would
It's the fact that you admit it is the problem. Don't you understand that?
Let's get past that. A lot of
No,
people
no, we're not getting past anything. Can't you be somewhat humble and just know that you're attractive, but when you start saying, I'm attractive, and people are like, no, you're fucking ugly now, all of a sudden, stop it.
I'm attractive, but what a lot of texters said...
Double down, triple down, Nate.
A lot of texters like, yeah, Nate's okay, but boy, that's one Hottie B.
Yeah, you know, they don't know me.
You know what? And what does Scotty B not do that Nate does all the time?
Say that he's
He doesn't brag.
Murder people.
He never talks about it.
it.
Well, how
No,
about
that
how
makes
about
him
a
hot.
humble
Nate,
brag?
I don't think I'm as hot as you, so I would never say it.
Because you're not.
See, that's what, and he is hotter than you, Nate, but that's what a hot guy would say, what he just said.
Well, okay. And you listen, I'll be honest, Scotty, you're looking pretty good these days.
But I do have a little mole on my penis, you know.
Every time you say that, I keep hearing mold.
I'm trying to fucking help you here.
Mold on your
Wait,
penis.
he has mold on his penis?
Yes,
No.
both moles and mold.
It's not
Mold.
mold. It's a mole or something, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just a little mole that I was concerned about. That's all.
What else there,
I just
Nate?
say-
See, yeah, Nate, don't talk about my health.
I'm not going to. I'm not going to. What I was going to say is I think if anybody had a reality show on our show, Scotty B would be so entertaining to watch.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I agree.
So
I missed the boat though, because my kids were like really. I mean, they're still funny, but they were really funny when they were little. and I totally missed out on it.
No, but when I'm saying, like your idiosyncrasies, like
Yeah,
if
just
you
all
were
by yourself.
ever like single or something, if that ever happened, God, would that be so fucking
Can you
funny to
imagine
watch.
dating Scotty B?
Oh
Can you
my
imagine what that would be like?
Can we get Scotty B on The Bachelor if that ever happened?
Oh, that's actually the name of a great show, Dating Scotty B. That-
I would watch that.
Would you
I think
watch it
I
or
don't
be a
know.
contestant?
My craziness would just drive everybody away.
Exactly. That's
yeah,
why people
without
would
a
watch
doubt.
it.
Like, oh, this guy's hot until you get to know him. And then, holy shit.
Yeah, don't say anyways around me, otherwise you're out.
Exactly.
I would love to see you at his California Pizza Kitchen paying with coupons on a date.
You
know
know
what?
that Kermit Jiffy that he's like,
Yeah.
that is Scotty. If Scotty were a GIF, it would be him. He just like watches people and freaks out about what they're doing. And one of my favorite, I laugh so hard every time he says it. If I ever do anything even slightly incorrectly, like tape a box a way that he wouldn't like it, he's like, God, do you know anything about life? And then just stomps it. Oh my God.
Or if he doesn't use the "don't you know anything about life" line, he'll say "you know nothing about life."
Yeah.
Look, I tried to make that a New Year's resolution that I would not let little things bother me anymore, but it's just really hard.
And so, if you open a cereal bag the wrong way, not the way, not the way he likes you to open the cereal bag, and if you don't close it the way he likes to go,
What are you talking about?
forget it.
Bags need to be rolled down, otherwise
Oh,
it
he's
gets stale.
He
Scotty.
taught me how to properly open and close the cereal
Oh, yeah.
bag because I obviously was savage with it.
Well, I
one
get it.
time.
I mean, I would trust Scotty's take on that. He understands how to keep that cereal fresh longer.
People come in here like savages and just leave the bag open and close the box
know.
top. That doesn't work.
Well,
You
we know
should-
you're going to take care of it.
You should have seen him when I was trying to do insurance stuff, and I gave him my VIN number, and he.
Dude.
He said VIN number.
VIN number.
Trigger.
But that should bother everybody. That shouldn't only bother me.
It doesn't bother
Hey,
anyone
Scotty.
except for people who are anal.
Tightly
who are
wound.
So anal.
I'm
I'm
trying,
going to take
but
some
that's
money
just-
out of the
that's just-
ATM machine after this.
No, that's just pure stupidity. What?
Little things, little things.
That's like me saying, I'm going to go to the supermarket. You don't say things twice.
What time is your lawyer showing up?
I love you, Scotty, so much.
Is this when we use Elvis's line? Hey, Scotty, are you okay?
I am okay. My
Okay,
blood
good.
pressure is up now, and I didn't even do anything.
But you say you didn't want to get upset about little things, but you're getting so upset about little things.
But you guys are doing it
Say.
on purpose.
We
You
love
should
you.
get upset though, because you should know.
Then you
it's
should
coming.
know it. You know we're here just
You know
dogpiling
us.
as we always do.
Okay, go ahead. I'm gonna be fine with anything you do.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
No,
By the
he's
way,
going to blow a gasket in there.
Scotty's the most passive aggressive guy I've ever met in my whole life.
I don't care anymore.
See? Exactly.
Any more or any mores?
Any more s'mores?
Great, you sound like the idiot, not me.
Calm, relaxed.
Oh my Lord.
All right, we're out of time. so-
How are we doing on time? Oh
We're
God,
done.
please, Lord. Let it,
We're only at 14:30, and this is the 15-minute morning show.
I take back the Hottie B.
all the more reason to get the hell out of here. We'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.